I think the challenges for parents is the world's different, and that's a flippant statement, but it is, and it's how do we adapt to the different worlds. We all grew up climbing trees for experiences. Now kids can go online and virtually climb a tree. Now the difference is saying, well, what does that mean? That means we all climbed a tree, we burn off energy, we fell out of that tree, and the worst thing that happened to us, we broke an arm. We've got kids now who can climb a tree virtually. The worst thing that happens to them is that in 40 years later they've got diabetes because they've been very sedentary. So the challenges to parents is that we've got to take the initial safety of, well, our kids not climbing trees, so therefore they're safe, and saying, well, actually, if we're not teaching them the right things about healthy lifestyles, we're setting them up for failure as well. So the challenges for parents is how do you give them access to something that they're going to be using a lot of into the future, and definitely games, computers, all that sort of technology, that's here to stay and we can't go back. How to use that and then get a balance between using those tools, which is really their future, and still having an active lifestyle and being active and going out and interacting with the environment beyond the screen is still key. But as parents, how do we do that without a conflict? And it's about tapping into what interests the kids and motivates them, and using that motivation to get them doing things that you need to start them forming a habit about, that lifestyles outside are great. And so they could play soccer, they could upload the points they get from playing soccer and being active into a habitat game as being part of their sustainability in terms of their social well-being, or that they played in a team and that they're happy. So again, they're getting points for being socially sustainable, and that's great. And if they've walked to soccer and played a game, they get then some environment points. So it's about tapping into the good that we want our kids doing with the good that our kids want to do in their world, which is different to the world we grew up in.